Well, good morning, Jack on. John Tice coming to you live just before the holidays, so I hope everyone is packed or ready for action for a long holiday weekend. Don't know about you, but I'll be out showing homes this afternoon. As luck would have it, have a buyer that this is when they're available, and we're out to get them a property. So I hope you're getting leads. There's a lot going on. My own referral system is coming alive all of a sudden with deals coming in, so I hope yours is too. One thing that we're going to see right now, and that I want to talk to you about today, is a new source of business here at Jack Gone, and that's commercial. Yesterday I was pleased to be part of a group that just wrapped up a 7-week class. This has actually been going on for a couple months, that we started down the trail of commercial real estate with Jack Gone. And yesterday was the final exam, and the wrap-up program for 14 people. Within Jack Gone, we started out with over 40 people. I believe it was 46, 48. Sat through a promotional program back in the fall to talk about, or the end of summer, talk about Jack Gone offering a commercial certification program. That led to 28 people attending back in, I believe, November, a CCIM intro course, 14 hours of continuing ed and the introduction to the commercial world for continuing ed credits, and the first class in the CCIM designation. That was the first criteria in starting out for our commercial group. And then we went on to complete the next step, which was 56 hours over the last 7 weeks in Camp Hill. And we had 14 people that started, 14 people that finished, 14 people that are now going to be certified as able to do commercial transactions within our company. They came from a wide range of offices. So the good news for you, you have 14 new resources to help you land some new business and close and win and make money. So when you have those commercial opportunities, whether it's land development, that corner lot, that abandoned storefront, you've got new resources that you can reach out to that can help you land that business, close that business, get paid, and put a property back to a useful production. Now, we all know that commercial's been a little bumpy the last couple of years, just like residential, but we also know that that's starting to turn the corner, and we're seeing vacancy rates starting to diminish. As I travel around, I see new projects under construction and new businesses opening here in Hershey. We just opened a Chipotle, which is a national tenant, and the place is slammed. So there's plenty of opportunities out there. These things keep coming around, and your friends and colleagues around the offices, these 14 people, are now trained in where some of this stuff lives, how to work that business, the ins and outs of the contracts, the verbiage, the local customs, let's say, which we're going to be learning as time goes on. And we learned it from a 45-year practitioner, which is one of the great resources of being accessed with or connected to the NRT. Jim Burnett came to us from New Jersey, 45-year practitioner in the commercial business. Jim has been around, has seen a lot of it, and the part that you can't dismiss is that the commercial business is not that different from the residential. Different properties, different lingo, different contracts, different customs, but at the end of the day, it's get out and prospect, meet people, meet more people, and find someone to do business with. So you've got a number of your colleagues that can help you as you go through your day, develop new sources of business, new sources of income. And that's what I'd like to show you today, a couple of the resources that we have available to us. Again, this is the 2014 year of thinking big. So we got 14 people that are thinking a little bigger today. And what I'd like to stress is that as we went through this, and so many things that I've studied in my career, Every time you learn something, you find a new way to make business, and it just starts to appear. So I'll share a couple things with you, but if you don't need to do commercial, but whatever you're pursuing, if you just take a little time and educate yourself in a new field or a new tactic, you will find that you'll make money. So that's the point for today. Get out and educate yourself in something regarding this business. Allow yourself to think a little broader and take advantage of these resources that you now have in your office or within our company that you'll see grow and emerge as time goes on. There's no real central multi-list, and that's what we've come to learn, but there's also cool resources of what's out there in order for us to reach out and market. So congratulations to the 14 people, or the 13 people, including me, that went through the 70 hours of education to get to this point, to have this certification. And let me recommend to you that this is something that you want to strive for. You'll see some recognition, some awareness as these certifications are handed out. I'm sure they'll be glad to let you know that they're in the business. But there are national sources of chatter out there at all times of people looking to make deals. And I think the underlying message in all of this is sometimes we fail to think big enough and realize that the world is pretty big. But with all these connections today, it's actually pretty small. There are commercial stories, there are commercial deals out there at all times. Here we see that it's a good time to sell as people are starting to move some things around. Your colleagues have been trained or at least educated to a point to know what they know and to know what they don't know, that they can pull together a team. And I think over the next several weeks and months, you'll hear more internally about this program, and then just great referral sources for you. You can be as much or as little involved. Rick McGinnis at our corporate headquarters will be your main central point in how to reach out, and then he can pair with some of the agents that have been educated around the company. This is going to be an ongoing effort for us. Follow-up meetings, great contacts, great resources out there all through the company. And depending on your location, the local brokers may or may not participate. I think we spend as much time learning some of the local customs on how to participate with these guys and to earn their respect as we go around and start to do business. I know personally, over the 7 weeks, I discovered that a lot of local agents like to have lunch at the Giant Center or the Giant food court, Giant store there in Camp Hill. And I've had an opportunity to have lunch with a few of them just because that's what we do. We're out networking a little bit. So discovered that there's a new commercial brokerage coming to town. Learned that the local commercial practitioners know about our programs. They're talking about it. And I'd say we've gained some respect in the way that Jack Owen has approached this. We didn't create a new sign and put it out there and say, hey, we're in the commercial business. We required your agents to go through 70 hours of education on a national level and a local level. And it has them talking because even the commercial brokerages don't have this requirement for agents to come on board. So I think we can feel pretty good about the way this is approached by our company. And I think the level of education, again, we're all new. It's a lot of new information for many of the folks in the room. But they've got a head start to reaching out to a new form of business. So while you're sitting around over the holiday weekend thinking about what you can do to think bigger in 2014, why don't you reach out to one of these agents and make a deal on how you can refer them some business or do business jointly. If this is something that you have an opportunity or a lead, make sure you take advantage of these folks and what it is that they've spent time learning and now can acknowledge. Like I said, there are plenty of sources of information. Locally, our multi-list is not the source because many of the commercial practitioners, there are things for sale all around you that no one's aware of, simply because we don't participate or they don't participate in the local MLS, or maybe you never went searching for this type of a client. But I can guarantee you one thing. The nature of the buyer that starts down this road investing in real estate is still being touted as the top investment vehicle, whether it's your home or whether it's commercial properties that you want to invest in. And you'll see that we'll be broadening this basis in a very short period of time, and the opportunities are there. So reach out to one of us. When you see them, congratulate them. This was a mammoth task. Not a lot of agents out there have taken 70 hours of education in a matter of months, and most of it without continuing ed. So I want to recognize everybody for their tremendous commitment to the program, to themselves, to growing their business, and looking to think bigger and do more business in 2014. This is a great opportunity for everyone, and I think something that personally I feel is long overdue for my marketplace. Many of our markets are rather small. They're certainly underserved. We're bringing to them a lot of local expertise, which I think is very cool. In my local market, there are very few local resources, so everybody comes from 30, 40, 50 miles away to want to serve this market, and most days they just kind of miss it. So, again, great opportunity. We've got some nice local expertise, so we're going to be growing this one over time. So join in and give them some support and find ways to make money. That's what it's all about. So guys, have a great holiday weekend. Got some folks online, and I'm going to unmute you, see if anyone had any question on how we can best help you grow your business, and see if there's any question out there. Anyone at all? Well, I'm going to thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great holiday weekend. Get out and sell something. It's going to be a good couple of days for weather. Whether you're showing properties, listing properties, or hanging out with your family. But look around, think commercial, and let's do some business in June. Thanks.
John,
have a great weekend. Yeah.
Hi, it's Lisa Romer here. Just a quick question for you. Are you going to, and you might have said this already, are you going to be sending out a list of the agents who we can reach out to? I mean, I know about John McGinnis, but the ones who have recently graduated, so that we can, I do have someone who's looking for commercial, little investment commercial property, so I'd like to be able to reach out and see who's closest to the York office.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Kind of missed an opportunity yesterday myself, which even surprised me when I drove home, that we never took a group photo. And, you know, we were pretty excited about our 150 question final exam. So we all started that at different times and finished it, so we didn't get our group shot. But I'm sure internally we're going to be promoting that, and I will see that that happens, that you get a list and the contacts and know exactly how to reach out to people to help you with that one. That was great. The whole point of the exercise. You bet.
Thank you. Have a good holiday.
Well, you too. I hope you're all doing well down there. And again, anyone else, if you have a question, reach out to us, and we will be certain to publish that list so you know who you can work with. Everyone have a great holiday weekend, and everyone take care. We'll talk to you after the holiday.
Bye-bye.